Hello everyone, this is Carrie with Inkwell Collectibles, and tonight we're going to be opening Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Collector Booster Box. This will be available Friday, March 6th at noon. These will be in the binder ready to go by then. So there's definitely going to be some fun stuff that you could get out of here. There's some really good reprints that they're doing. So that'll be a nice treat if we can get some of those. And then they do also have, the top hit would be the headliner card, signed by Kevin Eastman, one of the co-creator. All right, so we have our packs, and all right, so it starts with commons and uncommons in the front. Lots of pizza. We do have acidic slime, and then pizza land for our first land, forest. Then we have mythic Raphael Ninja Destroyer, Big Mother Mouser, Michelangelo Weirdness to 11 in the full art, Conqueror's Flail. So we do have the first of one of the reprints so far, and so first pack, we did really good. We have the Fracture Foil Donatello Gadget Master in the Japan Showcase. That is very pretty. We will set that one off to the side over there, and then we have our token. So yeah, I don't know that this box can do a whole lot better after opening that in the first pack, but we will see. That was a pretty good start. So we have commons and uncommons. We do have one of the baby turtles. Next full art land is another Pizza Land island this time. Don and Ralph Hard Science. Leatherhead Iron Gator. This is the Surge Foil Hidden Hideout Land. And then foil Teleportation Circle. And then another foil Casey Jones Vigilante. All right, on to pack number 3. So again, we've done pretty good so far just out of the first 2 packs. And one of the scene cards, it looks like. And then our next land, I like how, I do prefer these over the Pizza Lands. The Pizza Lands just are not quite my thing. Oh, this is Search Foil too. I don't know if you guys can see, there we go. So we do have that. Now we're on to Kitsune, Dragon's Daughter, Assassin's Trophy, and then these are one of the silhouette cards, Raphael Ninja Destroyer, Undercity Sewers, that's a great card, really good reprint, glad that they did that, Donatello Mutant Mechanic, second of the silhouette cards that they did in this one, and then our art card. So it's nice that we are seeing different treatments on these, that we have both the Fracture Foil and the Surge Foil in here. Another Surge Foil. And then back to the Pizza Lands for Swamp. And then first one is Broadcast Takeover, Mythic Sorcery. Then we have Renette Temporal Apprentice in one of the scene cards. High Score in Surge Foil. Teleportation Circle, another great card. And then Northwind Avatar in foil. And then our token, Food, and Turtle Spirit. And then, so back, commons, uncommons, scene, and Surge Foil Pizza Land, and then Weathermaker for rare landfall artifact, Hidden Hideout, Southwind Avatar, Raph's Jitte, and then we have Madame Newell Power Broker in foil, and then our token. And then 6 pack. I will say these are a lot easier to open than some of the other collector boosters they've been doing recently, so it's very pleasant. Arcane Signet. And then Pizza Land. I do believe that is all of them now. Not in Surge Foil, but still foil. Raphael's Technique. Foot Chopper. Sorry, I was reading that as food for a minute. Chromatic Lantern. And then another one this time in foil for Raf's Jetée. And then we have April O'Neil Hacktivist in foil. And then our token. I am hoping that we do open a Krang out of this stack over here. Or Doubling Season would be pretty great too. And then next one, Pizza Land again. Turtle Power. Enchantment. Turtles you control get +2/+2. Shredder Shadow Master. That one's a good one. Super Shredder. And then we have Waves of Aggression. And then our second, not foil, sorry, not fracture foil. We have just regular foil in the Japan showcase. Leonardo Cutting Edge. So that one's pretty cool. And then our token. And then, so we're going to keep going. Another Arcane Signet. Mountain Pizza Foil, or Pizza Land. Chrome Dome. Dimension X Pizzasaur. Blasphemous Act. Always a good card to have in the Surge Foil. We have Ashcoat of the Shadow Swarm. And then we have Don and Leo Problem Solvers in foil. I do like the way they did the treatment on here. I don't know if you can see how they highlighted those parts a little bit more than the others. And then we have Art Card. And we will keep going. So I think we are just missing the Pixel cards that we haven't pulled yet. And then obviously the Headliner card. So hopefully, I'm not holding my breath on Headliner, but if we can get a Pixel, that would be pretty neat. We have Forest Pizza Land, / Reptile Rampager, Madame Knoll Power Broker again, Donatello the Brains, and then great reprint. Glad that they did this one. All Will Be One. That is fantastic. Very glad we got that. Turncoat, and then an art card. That one's signed. I do miss having, don't know how anyone else feels, but I do miss having the art cards in all of the set booster, play booster packs that they did. There's another one of the baby turtles. And Surge Foil Mountain. Prehistoric Pet. Biogenic Ooze. And Krang, there we go. And we have Conqueror's Flail in foil. And Mikey and Leo Chaos Order, another one of the scene cards. And then our token. 2 packs left. After that first pack, again, I don't think any of these could have gotten any better after that. But we did get 2 of the Japan Showcase cards out of here. Plains. Madame Knoll again. I think that's like the 3rd one we've got out of here. Spire Garden, Land, Ravenous Robots, Rhythm of the Wild, and then / Reptile Rampager. And then token. All right, last pack. Alright, so Surge Foil of the planes with them jumping over the train. And then Transdimensional Bovine, Ox Avatar. That one does make me laugh. I like that one. Vanquish the Horde, Leonardo's Technique, Path to Exile, and then Weathermaker for our last card, and then our card. So again, this one was definitely the biggest hit of the night. Very glad that we opened it. Glad it was in the first pack. I am going to go ahead and get that one sleeved. But yeah, that was overall really good. Again, 2 of the Japan Showcase. There we go. So we have both Leonardo and Donatello, just missing 2 more of those. Hopefully I'll get them in another box at some point. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a good night.